9 already, Torey? Is that right?
That is, right? It's so hard to believe. It just seems like yesterday, right? I got hired here, and we were going to try and do some amazing things. But I'm very grateful for it. 9 years has flown by. We've had some really good moments. We've had some dark moments, and we're ready for this next challenge. We're super excited about this year.
You have done some amazing things with that franchise for sure. I want to ask you about a decision that we were all really wondering what was going to happen with that didn't turn into much of a decision at all. Because about a month ago, we were all saying, wow, is it Corbin Burns or is it Zach Gallen on opening day? It's Zach Gallen today, but I guess the schedule just fell in your favor, and you didn't have to make that tougher call.
Well, you know, I think when you're sitting down and you sign somebody like Corbin Burns, I know what goes into that, and I know that he's one of the best in the league. You know, we had somebody by the name of Zach Gallen that was here, and I hold them very close to one another, and I think that they're both ready to go out and compete and help us win a lot of baseball games. So there were some separators there. I spent a lot of time with it, and probably spent too much time with it, which, you know, interrupted some of the process and the scheduling for Corbin, and that's totally on me. But at the end of the day, we've got 5 unbelievable starting pitchers, you know, 2 of which are named Gallen and Burns, and they're going to help us win a lot of baseball games.
Torey, happy opening day, buddy. Congrats on all the success. Look, and I hear what you're saying on the starting side of things. What I'm wondering is who you're going to give the ball to late. I see Ginkel's hurt. I know Martinez. You got some names down there. Tell me who you're giving the ball to.
Yeah, it's hard to say right now. Probably just match up for right now. And the fact that Kevin Ginkel is hurt and banged up, you know, means we're going to miss somebody on the very back end. He closed for us last year in Sewald's absence, so I know that he's capable and ready for that next opportunity that he's going to get. But for right now, we're going to put it on the shelf or table at. But, you know, we've got Puck, Martinez, Thompson, Mantiply. Guys can go out there and get the very back end out. So I'll probably just piece it together for right now. I want somebody to emerge. I'm looking for somebody to get that role and take it and run with it. Until that time, I probably will just be as fluid as possible.
Hey, Torey, it's Dan O'Dowd. Listen, I wanted to just, hey, how you doing? I'm trying to get a feel for broader picture of what your takeaways were from camp this year as you transition now into the season.
Yeah, I felt like the thing that stood out is we've got really good depth in the system. I'm very encouraged by the 9 plus players that are going to be here and broken camp with us. But we have a lot of really, really good young players inside of our system. The players that are here understand the game that we want them to play. It's based, you know, pitching and defense. We bang the baseball with a certain philosophy and a certain identity, and that shows up every single day. And then there are the understudies, the next layer that could help us. And then the guys beyond that, I felt like we've got some really good, young, talented players that will come and turn into depth inside of the system. So I had more fun managing the back end of our spring training games than I've ever had. But you know, I certainly enjoy those front 9 that I know very, very well. We're gonna have a good baseball team this year. I'm really looking forward to it.
I don't think there's any really tricky math behind your opening day lineup, Torey, but at what point did you know that this was going to be your 9? You knew it was going to be Justin Steele for the Cubs, left-hander. Did you have your opening day lineup set 3-4 days ago?
I did. I felt very strongly this would be the group that was going out there. I didn't know exactly what it was going to look like 1 through 9 as far as the batting order, and I told them to be prepared for anything. I'm going to kind of maybe move guys around in clusters, you know, not 1 to 9 if I make a wholesale change. I'll do something like that behind the scenes. But the guys that knew they were going to play were going to play. The order that I came up with, I bounced off the hitting coaches and some others just to come up with some really good opportunities for us to score some runs and win baseball games.
Torey, you and Hayes have done an incredible job building culture out there. You tasted the World Series a few games away from winning that World Series. Last year doesn't go as planned. What's going to be the difference this year? What's your message inside that clubhouse? Who are we watching when we watch the Arizona Diamondbacks try to get back to 2 years ago?
Yeah, we came really close. We won 89 games and didn't get into the big dance, and that's unacceptable. We got to figure this out. But my message from day one has been the details and the little things matter. So we hammered down on how to win little inches all over the baseball field, trying to pay attention to those details, and I felt like the coaching staff did an unbelievable job of instructing the players who were receiving the message. And, look, we have goals that we want to get to for sure, and it's the same goal that everybody has right now. That's what makes opening day so special. We're 0-0. There's a lot of dreams and aspirations that are sitting out in front of us. We got to make it happen, but I don't want anybody to look past today. We got to have a day 1, 1-0 mentality, and that's what I'm going to let these guys know.
Torey, I can't let it end without asking about Corbin Carroll. He's one of my favorite players. Struggled beginning of the year, monster second half. Looks like he made some mechanical adjustments this offseason. Monster spring training. So, like, from your point of view, where's Corbin at?
In a real good spot. Look, I look at a final hitting position. What does a guy look like when the ball's coming at him? Is a front foot down, or the hands loaded? Is the head on the baseball? He's got that down as good as I've seen him. You know, eliminated some extra movement, but you know, from top to bottom, he's just an unbelievable human being that happens to be an unbelievably talented baseball player. So when you combine all that with a high baseball IQ, the type of year that he had last year, I have no problem with that. I actually like when young players struggle a little bit. I know it's counterproductive for me to say that, but I want to see what they look like when they come out of it. So when he he came out of it, he had an unreal second half. So I know he's ready to take that to the next level and have an entirely good year.
Torey, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for taking a little bit of time before opening day. Good luck all year long, and thanks for the visit. Way to go, dude. Second at bat. Let's just get it out of the way. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's good to come out here. Boys are firing on all cylinders today.
A big day for everybody in a Baltimore uniform today, Tyler. It had to be even sweeter knowing that you were a part of a lopsided win. It wasn't just a one-man show.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the guys swing, all up and down the order, man. We slugged probably 6 homers today, I think. 14 hits or so that's awesome to see. We're just a constant threat when we're in the batter's box. So driving in runs, man, that was fun today for sure.
We just saw your old man in the stands. Did he fight anybody today?
No, I think he was in a better mood, since we knocked that one over the fence. But, no, he was a little fired up, too. It's always good to see.
For sure.
Tyler, Jake Peavy, what's a celebration look like with the family? Speaking of your dad there, I want to know what you guys are going to go do in Toronto to celebrate this.
So everyone flew in last night, just said a quick hello, try to get to bed early and get prepared for the date today. But we got everyone getting together today in the steakhouse, so we're going to go out, get after it a little bit, get some nice food for everybody, and hopefully it's a good time.
That away.
Hey, Tyler's Dan O'Dowd, being a native Canadian, what does this mean to you?
This is awesome, Dan. It's always an honor playing in Canada, playing in Toronto, and being in the big leagues. It's just something that I really cherish. And, I always come here and try and have some fun and get in that routine. But I love this ballpark. I thought it did a lot of good stuff with the renovations, and visiting clubhouse is in much better shape than it used to be. This is one of my favorite cities to come to as a Red player for sure.
Tyler, tell me about your new team. Obviously, you were on a good team last year in Boston. You've been on some good St. Louis teams. You're coming to an extra loaded, young talented team that you're around now that you're going to lead. Tell me what you've seen so far of your new teammates.
Man, what really sticks out to me is the youth and the talent, obviously. These guys are strong. They're capable. They're good on both sides of the ball. Man, it's just really fun to be around these guys and see how they work and understand those routines, what they look like. And, today being the first full day where we actually play at a competitive level, spring training is kind of whatever, getting to know the guys and stuff. But good to come out here and, show up when the lights turn on. I'm really excited for what we got going on here in Baltimore.
Tyler, this opening day home run streak is so much fun for us to watch. We're really glad that you cashed in and did it again today. Way to go. Take the boys out tonight. Show them a good time in Canada. Thanks for joining us, man. Have a great year.
That's the goal. Thanks, man. Appreciate you guys.